Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I am calling you across the old room. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I would like to come out of the womb. Something in me feels like all of me, and we dance all alone. Come on in, open my heart to this world. Open my heart to this world. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I am calling you across the old room. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I can find my way out of the womb. Something in me feels like all of me, and we dance all alone. Come on in, open my heart to this world. Open my heart to this world.
Well, I was racing down the highway to go to work this morning, and I saw these couple arborist guys on the side of the road, and they were cutting up some trees, and I just stopped and got out and was like, hey, I got a dump site nearby if you guys need to get rid of some wood mulch. And they needed to get rid of some wood mulch, so I have a mulch mountain for the garden now. I'd actually talked to a guy about buying some mulch. Later in the summer he was going to be working in this area, but yeah, this came for free, and he might actually bring me one more load, so guess it's time to get to work.
All I see is in light. All I see is in light. Something in me feels like all of me. I see is in light. Something in me feels like all of me. Open my heart to this world.
just hasn't updated and it's almost in Eckville. Well, you never know. We went dumpster diving at the local recycling house. Hey, no. Still having a little bit of garden decision paralysis. Just got another huge load of mulch. I have enough to like mulch the rest of the garden now if I want to. Just can't quite figure out what I want to do and where, where I want to put what, and it all eventually comes, but yeah, sometimes it takes like being in the space for a year or two, and kind of having it set up, and then it really starts to flow and starts to show where, what wants to go where. And I just don't want to waste space. It's kind of like I don't know, I just feel like really honored to have so much space to work with, and I don't want to waste it not using it for something. So yeah, trials and tribulations. I'm really pondering on, in a few of these sections that aren't planted and are just kind of bare right now, on taking the last of that soil that I have remaining and just kind of putting a skiff of it 2 or 3 inches on top of the existing topsoil, leaving all the roots and everything in, maybe weeding it once before I put the soil down, and then just mulching right over top of it, and just plant right into that then. And there won't be any rows or anything. There'll just be a whole section that you can plant finished seedlings. I could do a section of squash. Could even do the Three Sisters garden that way, like in a mulched patch. But I don't know how well they would grow that way, or if it likes to be in soil like that, with heavy mulch, or I don't know. It's not sure. So we will do some pondering, have a coffee, sit in the sun, think about all the glorious things that will grow. I'm also fasting today, so it sometimes gets a little bit squirrely near the end of the day when I'm 24 hours in. Just kind of like, I don't know. It's not that my thoughts aren't clear, it's that I have so much energy that I'm not sure what to even do with it. Dude! Look, man. Jesus. So, yeah. I planted a willow hedge today to try and let these willows leaf out, and then I'm going to weave them all together and just have kind of a little live hedge in behind this flower garden. Kind of neat. Something different. Won't do much as far as wind or keeping anyone out, but the biggest challenge is keeping these hooligans out everywhere in the garden right now. So I'm gonna have to be careful when I'm planting for landmines. There's a lot of them. I've witnessed at least 5 shits since I put this soil in. So potatoes are just dying for repot. Hope I scavenged enough containers to get them all sized up. And they're almost a size too big, but that's all I got, so that's what they're gonna get. Yeah, the roots are coming right out of the bottom. Something would help. Well, this will be the third Yamaha Grizzly I've owned in my life, and for anyone that knows these machines knows they're like an absolute workhorse. So it's certainly not brand new. It needs a little bit of TLC, but it's also was fairly well cared for by an old feller on his farm for years. So that's helpful. So it has many, many years left in it.